peeps, and welcome to day 2 of Shocktober. For today's movie review, I'm going to be talking about Sorority House Massacre, directed by Carol Frank. So Sorority House Massacre is about a college student, Beth, and her sorority sisters who get terrorized by an escaped mental patient who seems to share a strange telepathic link with Beth. So, being honest, I didn't really like a whole lot about Sorority House Massacre. I thought it was going to be a little bit different because it is a slasher movie, and I really do love slasher movies, but yeah, let's just get into what I didn't like because that'll kind of explain why this movie didn't work for me. Like a lot of 80s slashers that came out, you know, when slashers were super popular, they got churned out so fast, and some of them are really good and some of them are not so good. But the fun thing about watching those old 80s slashers for me is even if they're not good, they're still like fun to watch for me because they're like campy and they're cheesy and they're bad good. Sorority House Massacre didn't hit me in that spot. Like, it just, I didn't find anything that was funny about it, even with it being bad. So I didn't really have a great time watching it. I think I think mostly is because it takes like over half of the movie for us to get any bloodshed. At least like in a lot of slasher movies, you get like a kill or two right in the beginning to kind of warm you up before like the bloodbath begins. But it takes over half the movie for anybody to die. And in a slasher movie, I want more slicing and dicing. That's just what I want. And the whole thing with the like psychic link between Beth and the killer is a little bit, it was just a little bit much for me. And it got a little bit confusing with her like having visions and things like that. Like it just, and then like intercutting it with what was actually happening in real time was just, it was too much for me. And then since this is an older movie, I'm definitely going to give stuff away. The fact that Beth and the killer John are related is a little bit derivative of Halloween, I think, but not as good as Halloween. And I think that's where it failed also. Like the fact that the story behind the movie, like, or the the story of the movie is that the killer John killed his whole family except for the youngest Beth, who managed to get away, and then John is locked away in a hospital, and then he escapes or whatever because their telepathic link tells him when she goes back to the house, because the house that they used to live in has now become the sorority house that she stays in. Do you know what I mean with it being a little bit too complicated? So like that whole, like the fact that he's coming back to finish the job and kill his sister is a little bit derivative of Halloween. And since it's not as good as Halloween, you can't help but compare the two. Should you watch Sorority House Massacre? No. There are better slashers out there, and if you really want to see something like this, just go watch Halloween. I'm gonna give this a rating of 0.5 out of 5. Wasn't good, not gonna watch it again. The only rating I could find for it was on IMDb, and it has a 4.4 out of 10, which isn't so bad for IMDb, but still, don't bother. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here and become a creepy peep. Today I'm posting a movie review every single day of this month for October, and in addition to that, I post videos Monday through Friday regularly. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye.